Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Emory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, bringing you a Week 8 NFL matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New Orleans Saints. Now, the Steelers come to this game after a controversial victory against the Dolphins, but still is a victory. But what Roethlisberger has to do this week, I look at the matchup between he and Darren Sharper, two all-pros going against each other. Sharper is back, the second game back, so it's up to Roethlisberger to not keep locked on a target. You have to make sure you account for Sharper in that Saints defense. Now that he has him, now that they have him back there, that Saints defense is going to take more chances in blitzing. So it's up to Roethlisberger to make sure he makes accurate passes and controls Sharper back there in the deep half of that secondary. And running from the strong and weak I formation is going to prove to be successful. One thing you get when you run from the strong and weak I, you keep that backside defender at bay, because he doesn't know if that fullback is going to go out in the backfield. He doesn't know if that tight end is going to be able to sneak out in the flat. So that's something that keeps him at bay. Plus, you effectively take away one pass rusher or one pursuit rusher for the Saints, and Mendenhall is a guy that can make the first man miss within the hole and has the speed to bounce it to the outside. And also, you want to expand the Saints secondary. They're weak at the secondary spot because of injury. Porter and Greer doing their routine vacation, their mid-season vacation. So it's up to you guys to expand that Saints secondary. Utilize a lot of 3, 4, and 5 wide receiver sets. That's going to neutralize that pressure. That's going to allow those Saints to get these. They're thin at the corner. They're going to use Malcolm Jenkins as a corner again. So that's one guy you want to effectively target as he's covering. So you want to keep you guys on the move. Now, defensively, zone blitz confuse Brees every time. And the 3-4 defense always gives Drew Brees problems because you don't know where that 4th or 5th guy is coming from. So utilize a lot more of your zone blitzing this week to confuse Brees, and safeties have to stay over top, because if you get caught looking in the backfield, guess what? Meacham deep down the middle of the field will burn you. Now, for the Saints, Drew Brees has to protect the football. That goes without saying. You can't have those mental lapses, those brain farts where you throw those interceptions. Protect the football. That's going to keep the offense on pace. Also, heavy tight end sets this week. You have a lot of tight ends that are talented, that can make plays, that can also block, but you also can neutralize pressure with those tight ends. So you utilize Graham more, you utilize Thomas, you also can utilize Shockey. You can have a situation, you can have all 3 guys out there at different positions. So utilize heavy tight end sets this week. That's going to effectively have you'll be able to run the football from any formation now, and it's going to neutralize that Pittsburgh pressure. Also, Hartley has to come through. The Pittsburgh Steelers has the #1 defense in the NFL, so you may not get opportunities to score touchdowns, so you may have to kick field goals. So it's up to Hartley to convert, to come through. He can't have those mental lapses, those breakdowns where he misses field goals. He has to make all of his kicks this week. In the secondary, they have to stay alive. Roethlisberger is a guy that can keep the play alive with his legs, loves to scramble around until he finds an open man. So you have to make sure you stay alive in that secondary, stay with the receiver the entire play. Also, you got to locate Hines Ward on every play. Hines Ward is his safety valve, his security blanket. If you allow Hines Ward to get free, especially when the play breaks down, you have to make sure you locate him and target him in the passing game. And third down defense has to be able to get off the field, because if you can't get off the field against Roethlisberger and the Steelers, they can effectively run the football down your throat, and also work the play action pass and work the short to intermediate passing game to effectiveness. I'm going with the Saints at home. Here's why. The Saints, love to play down to the competition. So let's see. This is a Sunday night game. It's Halloween night. The bright lights. Roethlisberger back. The Steelers are on fire. Saints will probably win this game in impressive fashion. They show up for games like this. But if the Pittsburgh Steelers were 0-6, the Saints will fall flat on their face. So I'm going with the Saints at home. They're going to play the best football they've played since Tampa this week, and since week 1 against the Vikings. For more NFL previews, visit footballgameplan.com/NFL, or you can visit our YouTube channel at youtube.com/footballgameplan.